Hello, you guys. How are you all? Thank you guys for being here. Happy Saturday. I hope you guys are having a good day. I am doing okay. I'm struggling a little bit in a few ways, but I'm doing okay. I'm here. I'm so sorry that I'm late, but I am looking forward to this. So today I want to go through Mila's police interview. And if we have time, maybe some more stuff after that. But first, of course, we're going to do our little segment at the beginning, the comment section. I just want to bring up 3 quick comments from you guys that I wanted to read and kind of create some discourse around. So let me get it going here. The comment section. Okay, the first one that I wanted to show you guys comes from Barbara S3092, and this came on a post about Wade. So I wanted to talk to you guys as well about how we're going to move into the penalty phase, and I have an idea. But in the post, I had written that, we'll talk about the penalty phase and how we're going to move forward tomorrow, meaning today. And this had a picture of Wade on it. That's the thumbnail of this live. And she said, so handsome. And there's actually some back and forth there about that on a couple of the other comments, but I didn't want to go through all of that. I just thought that was pretty interesting. There is no shortage of women who like Wade. Her next comment is from my boys 0904, and they said, yes, I think he knew what the sentence would be. He was past the trial and was looking forward to his appeal, thanks to all his wives giving him all the validation he needed, which I agree. And if you missed it, Melissa was going through emails on her last reading during the time of the trial and in between the trial and the sentencing. Then we have, let's see here. Last but certainly not least, we have Victorious YouTube Cami from Camion. Wade didn't know when he asked to take that ride. Diane was found already earlier that day. The detectives were there not to find her, but to get a recorded confession. Wade was completely unaware. Yeah, it's pretty interesting at the end when the police are like, when's the last time you looked at the news? We don't need your help. So, Jay, thank you for being a member for 24 months. I can't believe it's been 2 years either. Hey, Harley Quinn. Hey, Griffey. I'm sorry you've had a bad day. Made me less alone. I've had a little bit of a stressful day myself. Hey, couldn't care less. Well, I'm glad that you're here. Ooh, you're painting. I've been doing some tie-dye, reverse tie-dye for one of my friends the last couple of days. Hey, Joanna. So K-Wax says, Allie, I've been down the Melissa Jade rabbit hole. I followed her a while back, but just started listening. She's hilarious. Thank you for sharing. She is hilarious. Yeah, I love to hear that. I remember telling Melissa just how great she would be at having a channel years ago, and yeah, I definitely am not surprised because she's great, but I knew she would be. So thank you for going over there. Hey, Grace. I'm so happy whenever I can catch a live. I'm happy you're here too. Hey, everyone else that I didn't get a chance to say hello to. Hey, Amber. Oh, it's been a week, Julie. I'm sorry to hear that. Hey, Michelle. Okay. No, Jenmar, I didn't know she was in prison either. And I didn't know she was German either. But okay, so now let's go over to Mila's interview. Oh yeah, let me say, my friend Amber, she's been gone having a baby, and so I want to drop her link because she's going to be coming back soon and posting some pre-recorded stuff. She's done some excellent documentaries over the years for other cases, but she does dabble in Wade, and she will be covering it. So you guys should check out her channel. And then if you haven't checked out Melissa, I'm going to drop her link again since we were just talking about it. Okay, just for the Wade related content, I figure I'll drop those. Okay, so let's go over here And we're just going to start at the beginning and go. I'm not going to lie to you guys. I have watched some of this, but I ended up falling asleep. I really didn't want to watch ahead, but I was so intrigued. So heard it on a call yesterday. Oh, wow, Jenmar. Editing in progress. Awesome. Hey, Adrian. Hey, neat. Okay, here we go. We'll just chat along the way.
See, this is him calling all night. But that's not what he's calling. Maybe the Shepherd Barbara is him too. Because that's the girl. That's the girl. And somebody said he killed this girl, Christine Melton.
We'll be dropping this channel.
2019, leading to the unraveling of his violent crime spree.
I will be dropping this channel that has put out this interview. We're going to just jump ahead to where it starts. In the chat, I'll actually pin it in the live chat, this channel.
Okay, this is the case detective.
Hello.
Okay.
How are you?
And he's going to be speaking with you. All right. She was charging her phone. Her phone was about to die.
Do you want the charger back right now?
Are you done?
I can be.
Okay, yeah. Thank you.
You're welcome.
No.
No, you're good.
Yeah.
I appreciate it. Thank you. Good luck to you, man.
Thank you.
All right, Melissa. How are you?
Okay.
I'm Alex Mila. All right, I'm a detective with Cape Coral Police.
Okay.
You didn't
I
testify.
have a lot of questions.
I don't recall this one.
I'm used to it. Okay.
I remember because I wrote down, and then typed out timestamps for each witness. I do not recall an officer that goes by Alex Mino.
I know you've given him a lot of information. You've given them your name and everything else, but if I can get a lot of that stuff again, I would really appreciate it. What is your full legal name?
Meli. And that's for, yeah. So,
I'll just
What do you live there with?
Glenn, the guy downstairs.
Okay.
Yeah.
What's his last name?
Oh, yeah, I didn't even say. So I wanted to watch this because I feel like this plays a big part in the case. I really want to keep it to like case-related stuff here. So, I know Wade has an interrogation. There was some stuff about the 911 call I may play today if we have time. If we don't, I can always do that at a later date. And let me know, like, as we go, what you think about this. But as far as the penalty phase goes, there's about 6 hours of doctor testimony. Would you guys want to listen to that? Or do you want me to break it down and get the timestamps of the most important or interesting parts? Because I think that might be better. But yeah, let me know what you think about that. Okay.
I have a busted mouth, so I'm talking funny.
Oh,
Yeah, he busted it this morning. It's okay.
And is Glenn a roommate or what?
Roommate, he would like to be more, but he's just a roommate.
Okay.
After he hit me the first time, I moved in with him, and he's been a little bit too, and I always knew that I would get back with Wade when he got out of jail, and that's what happened. He's not very happy that I got back with him, obviously, but
Glenn isn't.
yeah, he's only been out for 5 days, and this already happened to me again. So
Yeah. Now Wade.
5
Wade
days.
Stephen Wilson.
Wade Stephen Wilson.
This already happened to me again.
5/20/94.
Again, this already happened to me again because it's not the first time we've talked about that. Why do you keep
How do you know Wade?
messing with it?
Boyfriend, 6 months.
Boyfriend 6 months.
Mm-hmm. He's been in jail, incarcerated 3.5 of those.
Here in Lee County?
He beat me up and I put him in jail here, and then I didn't want to go through the court, so I dropped the charges, but he had a charge on West Palm for 2nd-degree felony stolen property.
So he had a warrant out for that arrest?
He didn't have a warrant, but his bond was revoked when he had picked up a charge here.
Okay.
So when his bond was revoked, I'm sorry, it's still hard to talk. When his bond was revoked, he went to West Palm He served his time. He served, went to court, got time served plus probation. When he got out of there, he had another bond in Key Marathon. So they took him to Key West jail. And then that was driving on the license, second time suspension. Sorry, my teeth and everything. And then they released him, and me, stupid enough, went down 5 days ago and got him.
Down from Marathon, from Key West.
Yeah, Marathon. But Key West jail is where they took him, but then he had court in Marathon.
Okay.
So he did the court and got out and called me, and I drove down to Marathon and got him.
Down and picked him up. That was 5 days ago.
Yes.
What day do you remember?
That's going to be a little rough. Let me think. I think it's the first or second. Not exactly sure.
So the first was on
Tuesday. It's either Tuesday or Wednesday. I can't really remember.
Okay.
I think it was the second, but I'm not 100% sure.
On October 1st or 2nd. Okay, so then you guys come here.
And then we come here. Then I keep him at I own a day spa, so I let him stay there, and I stayed with him those nights before last night, because I kind of wanted to see how he would act. I didn't know if he would hit me again. You know, I didn't know if it was jail talk or whatever, or if he missed me. And things started falling apart kind of quick. He never like hit me, but I already saw that he was like already like wanting to do bad things. He wanted to do drugs and
Oh, how sad. You know, I know there's a lot of people who have sympathy for Mila. There's a lot of people who don't. And, you know, I don't care. I'm not here to tell anybody how to feel, but I will tell you, I hate to hear that. Like, I know that abusive relationships are really hard to escape from, and I don't mean physically escape. Like, you can get away from them maybe physically and not go back, but I'm talking mentally too. It's really hard for people to get to the point where they want to get away. Yeah, Jay, I feel bad too. Let's keep listening.
wanted to sell drugs.
Just
and
right now
like,
where we're
just
at.
different
Now,
stuff. So
don't get me wrong. I know she's got some calls with Wade where she says some really gross stuff about the victims and, you know, his interaction with the victims and that kind of thing. But just based on like just this year alone, I hate to hear that.
oh, it just I already saw it falling apart.
While you were staying at the spa.
Day 2, day 3.
What did you guys do the past 5 days when you guys?
Yeah, we did good things. We worked out. He's a personal trainer. He worked me out. Just in the spa, you know, we did push-ups and he worked on my abs and he worked out and I did a lot of work.
Wade's a personal trainer, huh? Like a prison personal trainer, maybe?
I sent him away while I did work.
Where would he go?
There was like then I am in Mila spa and there's a bail bondsman right here.
Okay.
The bail bondsman and him went to like a park and they worked out together. I'm not sure which park it was. Centennial, because he told me there was a different park. So he'd do something like that. He'd take the dog for a walk. We would go over and drink at Stevie B's, the next door neighbors. We went out to eat a few times. Just normal things, you know. Did
he do any drugs the past 5 days?
Yes. No, he got a hold of we were at some gas station and somehow he asked this person for Molly and they had, or I don't know if he asked for Molly. Anyways, he showed up with Molly. He had that.
Showed up where?
In the car. Like I was pumping gas, and he went to get a black.
I cannot believe I was muted that whole time. I am so sorry. I went through this whole spiel about, oh my God, about, damn it. I'm so sorry about fair use and how I do have to pause for commentary, and you can't just pause and go, oh, wow, or just play music in the background. You have to add something meaningful, like debate the issues at hand or whatever. So every 2 minutes or so, I will have to pause. I swear I'm not trying to annoy the hell out of y'all for pausing a lot. But I hate the idea. So Tess says that's what she says he does at her spa, the personal training. And all I can think is somebody, you want, if you're getting a personal trainer or something like that, you're trying to better yourself. A lot of times, people will go into like workout regimens or something like that because they've had something traumatic happen. They're having anxiety, going through a divorce, and they'll use that as like an outlet. So it's just really gross to think about how he could use that to take advantage of people. I hate to hear that. So, no, apparently, Jay, he was like going to be personal training people that came into the spa, like as a service at her spa. I'm assuming a service she would offer.
A mile, and he came back with from Molly. Like he doesn't know anybody in this town. Like he just gets drugs like that. So yeah, he did Molly, and I think he got on coke once, and then the final night, last night, well, what day is it? Yeah, I guess it's last night. Yeah.
Right now it was Monday by 56.
Yeah, so last night we went to Buddha.
What time did you get to Buddha?
Roughly 11-ish, and I think we left around 2-ish. I'm not really sure about these times.
Oh. So you went to Buddha last night?
Mm-hmm. And then he wanted to go to like this house, like a drug house. And
when?
Like closing time-ish, like 2-ish.
Mm-hmm.
I think the lights were on. I can't really remember. I was kind of drinking a little bit. And so, and I didn't want to go. Like I didn't feel safe. I didn't feel comfortable. So he can't even, I drive a Hellcat. It's like a heavy stick shift, and he can't drive a stick shift. So somehow he got somebody to drive my car, and my girlfriend Amy saw me like walking around the parking lot like aimlessly. She's like, I was like, I got left by my boyfriend, so she let me in her car, and then I slept on the couch in her house.
And remember, he leaves to go to some guy's house to party long before any of his crimes, he commits any of his crimes. He's going to party and hang out and hook up with somebody else.
He was blowing up my phone all night long. I didn't know because I was sleeping. And then in the morning.
This was last night.
Mm-hmm. And in the morning I answer, and I could tell he's on drugs because he's calling me everything. You fucking bitch. You fucking lying whore. Like, all these things. I can already tell something's up. He doesn't usually treat me this way. And so I said, meet me at the spa. And
he doesn't usually treat you that way.
And then so I told Amy, because he's hit me before, I said, please don't leave me. I don't think he'll hit me in front of you. Let me get
contradictions all over. He doesn't usually treat me this way, but he has hit me before. So does he call you like nice names when he punches you, like, hey, sweetheart, or hey, beautiful?
My keys to the Hellcat, because he drove off. He told me he was in a different car. The Hellcat ran out of gas somewhere. So I said, okay, let me come get the keys, and then I told Amy, let me get the keys and you drive me in my Hellcat as soon as we figure out where it is. And then he instantly, I tried to be sweet to him. I walked up to the window. She parked behind him, and I tried to
at the spa.
In the spa parking lot. And then I could tell he was getting like agitated, and he said, get in the car. So I got scared and said no. And as soon as he noticed that I wasn't going to get in the car, he grabbed me and forced me up against the window, and then holding me. And I started screaming for Amy. Amy tells me later she was afraid she started to get hit yet, so she didn't interfere at all. So as soon as he grabs me, I start to kind of get away. My clothes start coming off. So like I'm pretty much like all visible. And then he starts noticing that he's losing grip, I think, like the threads or whatever. Mm-hmm. So then he opens the car door, forgets to put the car in park.
This is the Hellcat.
No, this is that the Hellcat. The Hellcat ran out of gas.
Where?
well, we eventually found it. It was on McGregor, next to the churches on the left. There was a road to the right, and it was right there. We eventually found it. Like, we were cruising up and down.
So he was in Christine's car at this time. Remember, he takes off after he takes her life. He uses her face, gets in her iPhone, and takes her car keys.
McGregor, just searching for it. Me and Glenn and Amy also found it, sent pictures of it too. So, but we wouldn't have found it if he wouldn't have, at the end of the whole conversation, I was ignoring his phone calls toward the end. And he said, Mila, please answer my phone call and I'll tell you where your car is. And he said, so I answered, and he told me just cruise up and down McGregor. His version was on the left going toward the beach after the Buddha. That's not where it was at all, but thank God we saw it. So, but anyways, once he saw that fabric was slipping, he opens the car door, gets out of the car, but he forgets to put the car in park. So he tackles me to the ground, and the car's almost trying to run over us. So I'm trying to get out of the way of the car. He's got me all up and down on the pavement, and just threatening to kill me, threatening to get in the car, saying he's already going to kill me. I'm just struggling my best to not get in the car, because the last bad incident, he had me hands tied behind my back, choking me, beating me, raping me for like 6 hours. So I knew I was.
Oh my God, you guys. I missed that because like I said, I listened ahead a little bit. And I missed that, but hands tied, but is that what she said? Let me hear that part just again, because we know that seems to be like his MO. Do y'all hear that bird? I'm so sorry. I came outside for a moment, but this loud bird is out here. We know that he has a history of tying women up with their own clothes. Let me hear that part again.
And just threatening to kill me, threatening to get in the car, saying he's already going to kill me. I'm just struggling my best to not get in the car, because the last bad incident, he had me hands tied behind my back, choking me, beating me, raping me for like 6 hours. So I knew once I got in the car, I might not see anything again.
All right. Okay, go ahead.
Wow.
So then eventually I start making my way up to the spa,
Oh, KCB.
because I think it's safer to be in the spa than the car. So
I didn't recognize your name change. So, but thank you. Okay. I know there's a lot of good stuff, like terrible stuff, but a lot of his history. And I do want to look at some of this stuff from before too.
Amy keeps yelling at me not to go to the spa, because she
Well,
thinks
no,
as soon as I
not
get
at
in the
all
spa, that's when it's really going to go. So I keep holding on to the railing. He eventually drags me up, and then he punches me as hard as he can right here, like in the face. And somehow when he punched like that, I was able to kind of like maneuver around the back and run, like, and then run to like the neighboring business. And that's how I got away. And then he jumped in the car and left.
Okay.
Sorry, that was drawn out.
No.
Okay.
We're going to get into more details
Okay.
here in a little bit. So, and have you talked to him ever since?
Mm-hmm. He's been blowing my phone up.
You haven't seen him though since that happened. Okay.
And remember, blowing her phone up from both of his victims' phones. Both of them.
So now let's rewind.
Okay.
All right. What did you guys do all day yesterday? Yesterday was Sunday.
Sunday. Sorry, my days are blending together. Sunday. We woke up really late, like bad late, like 2:00 or something like that.
At the spa.
Yeah, if I'm thinking of the right day. Then I had an appointment. I own a spa, but I also, with some of my favorite clients, I'll go to the house if they already have the setup. Mm-hmm. And I had an appointment at the Forest Country Club. So I went to the Forest Country Club. I made some money. I only had about an hour until my next appointment, so we went food shopping real fast.
Where was he at when you went to the
He stayed at the spa. He said
at the spa?
Yeah,
okay.
He said he was going to go work out, but he said he didn't have enough to eat, so he went back to the spa, and he went back to sleep. So I went to my appointment. We came back. I said, let's go to Publix. Oh yeah, okay, it's coming back to me. So we went to Publix, and we went food shopping, like for the spa. Then I had appointments for 2 in a row. Then I had appointments for 2 Forest Country Club. I made some money. I only had about an hour until my next appointment, so we went food shopping real fast.
Where was he at when you went to?
He stayed at the spa. He said,
at the spa?
yeah,
Okay.
he said he was going to go work out, but he said he didn't have enough to eat, so he went back to the spa and he went back to sleep. So I went to my appointment. We came back. I said, let's go to Publix. Oh yeah, okay, it's all coming back to me. So we went to Publix and we went food shopping, like for the spa. Then I had appointments for 2 in a row, like 2 back-to-back appointments. So I thought at the time. And then he had just gone out of jail, so 5 days ago. So I had all his clothes and they were all dirty. So I dropped him off at the Queen, I can look it up if I have to, laundry, and got his laundry started. But then I pushed my other appointment back to 8:30 so that he didn't want to stay there for 2 hours.
I'm saying 8:30 p.m.?
Yeah.
Okay.
I pushed my other appointment back to 8:30. So I must have dropped him off around 7. So my appointment was 7:30 to 8:30. Something's wrong there. Okay. Anyways, one of my appointments was there. I dropped him off.
Hey,
he didn't want to
Nicole.
stay there for 2 hours. So I told Alex, my next customer, come later so I could.
Okay, so just real quick, I agree, CB. I think they were living at this spa. So remember, she said at least Wade was staying there. That's where he was staying. Tess, did she stay there as well? Or why do I have the idea that she didn't always? Hey, Skadoosh. No, we didn't. We just came on like 25 minutes ago. I hope work's going okay. Maybe we will do that. Like I'm going to see what time it is by the time we get done with this one, because there are a few other things I want to look at. If we don't have time, we'll just do that later. I think though, what I will do, unless you guys really want to watch every minute of the 6-hour testimony of the penalty phase, we'll do like opening statements. And then I'll take the time to watch all of the doctor's testimony and then just grab the most important parts where they talk about their time with Wade, what they think, try to get some of those other things out, shaved off or whatever. Yes, Jim Mar. I was wondering that as well. Like what services does she offer at the spa?
We pick him back up and take him back to the spa. And then what happened then? And then where did he go? Oh yeah, I dropped him off. I didn't want Alex to see him in the car because all my customers know that he beat me last time and he would intimidate them. So I dropped him off at Bayside Parkway, which is a comfortable spot next to my spa. And I told him, you can walk in the other room of my spa while I'm giving a massage if the light is on, the outside light. So I left.
Wow. Okay. All of our customers know about last time? What?
The door open, the light on. And then, sorry. Do you want me to turn it off?
No, that's
okay.
He's a massage therapist, Hilson said.
I left the other side open, so I finished the massage. And then he was in there. I let my customer go. Then we get ready and go to the Buddha. No, we must have just laid around for a little while and watched Netflix, and then we went to the Buddha.
Did you guys start drinking at home?
We had a bottle of Patron. We started drinking a little bit.
Okay.
Wasn't
Do you
much.
remember how many shots you took?
No idea. Not many though. He drinks a lot more than I do. Like I with my new car, it's expensive. I don't drink. Like I'll do a little bit.
So then you guys he has a couple shots over at the spa.
Yeah.
What time do you guys leave to go to Buddha?
I'm thinking I don't know. I had to get ready, which takes me forever. So, and then we don't have a shower at the spa, so he was getting ready. He had to shave. I do hair extensions and stuff like that. So for some reason, 11:23 is in my brain, but I don't know why that's in my brain. Maybe that's what time it was when we were leaving the spa or something like that. I don't know. I feel like that's a good number, 11:23.
So you guys arrive at the Buddha before midnight?
Yeah.
Okay, somewhere between 11 and 12.
Yes.
What did you say? What happens there?
It's good. A200 is on stage. I know the band. I see Amy right away as soon as we walk in. Meet up with Amy. We just sit down for a little while, and then we order a few beers.
Was he with you and Amy?
Yeah, well, he's wandering around talking to people. He's very social. And then I pretty much sit at the thing, at the table watching the band. And we just hang with friends and stuff like that. And then That's when he wanted to go get drugs at the drug house or something.
Okay. So while you guys were there, he's drinking.
Yeah, a little bit.
What
Not
was
much.
he? What was he
Michelob
drinking?
Ultra.
Michelob
Nothing
Ultra.
special. And I think somebody bought us a Johnny Vegas. I don't know what's in that, but
Okay.
2 of them.
CB says Wade stood up in one of his hearings and said she is a working girl and an attorney general is a frequent visitor. Wow. What hearing was that? That's really interesting. I'd love to see that. Hey, Bendy. I don't believe it, but I do think maybe she meets people through her spot and does side hustle.
Those.
And you saw him drink that?
Yeah.
Okay. The bar closes at what time?
I think 2.
It closes at 2. Okay. So near closing time,
Uh-huh.
he's asking you to take him to a drug house?
Near closing time, he was talking to his guys. He goes, this guy wants to go to the house. He has all these different drugs. He had this. And he kept talking to me about trying to talk me into it. And I said, no, I don't want to go to a drug house, you know?
So he wanted to go to that guy's house. He
Yeah.
wanted you to go to that guy's house.
Yes. And
Okay.
I said, no. I said, no, I don't want to do that, you know, but he's very pushy. He's very forceful. And so I guess he knew that I wasn't going to do that. He took the keys. And then I see the Hellcat drive off. It's all kind of fuzzy
Where
for me.
were your
'cause
keys at?
How did he drive off?
I don't ever carry a purse.
Okay.
So I just put my ID here. So
Okay.
every money and everything he always has.
He
His
was holding on
pockets
to
and
it.
stuff,
Okay.
you know?
So he leaves in the Hellcat by
Yeah.
himself.
No, he can't drive a stick shift. So he had somebody else with him.
Who?
I don't know.
Was it male, female?
There we go. He can't drive. Okay, that's right. Never mind. I'm crazy because the Hellcat, she drove it to the bar. And then from there, we know that Jason drove it. Yeah.
This is a fuzzy memory, so don't hold me
Mhm.
accountable for it.
Yeah,
I
no,
feel like
Wendy,
it was a car
yeah.
full of people.
In the Hellcat.
Yeah, I feel like it was like a party going on in there. Like that's just my memory. Like, but I would say it's a little fuzzy.
And you stayed back.
Yeah, I stayed back, and Amy saw me wandering around, and she put me in her car, and I went to sleep on her couch.
You went to sleep. Where does Amy live?
It's called Golf
Okay.
Drive, but I don't know the numbers.
You don't know where?
It's Fort Myers. Well, that's the name of the street, though. Golf Drive. It's in Fort Myers.
Okay, so you go there and you stay there for the night.
And then we wake up, and then
So what time did you wake up?
I think around 8 something. Oh, my phone shows everything. This is him. No caller ID all day. That's him all day long. So I'm thinking I woke up around. See, this is him calling all night. But that's him. But that's not what he's calling. Maybe the Shepherd Barber is him too. Because that's the girl. That's the girl. Somebody said he killed this girl, Christine Melton.
Who said he killed her?
I'll show you the messages.
Now, he's calling you from that phone at
Yeah.
6:02 in the morning.
You know, the detective that went to the jail to speak with Wade, he was, Jen, I preferred him myself. And then Henry, you will be excited to know that we have some new Letitia stuff on the way and some more that will be on the way soon. Ooh, okay. Thank you, CB. Okay, let's keep listening. Oh, look, Rhodey Lee. The spy used to make me think bad things too, but she said she was fully investigated every time Wade made one of his stupid accusations.
And I'm not answering, see? So, oh, look, 8:45, that's when I finally do answer. And I think it's the same number.
Who's this?
I don't know. We could try it if you want to.
No.
But they keep calling now, so maybe it's another person. Maybe that's him too. I just want to call from him.
Now, I'm not familiar with Apple. Why is the name red?
I missed that call. The
Okay.
black is
But
me that
Do
picked up.
you have the number saved to your phone?
No.
Is that why her name comes
No.
up? Is it
Oh,
just
shit, sorry.
or is it just a caller
No,
ID?
it's just the caller ID. It just shows It shows the name.
Okay.
I think that when I'm guessing her name came up on the caller ID, like she.
Let's go down. Yeah, he was called. Oh, I guess I must have answered it these times. No, but I don't remember doing that.
And I mean, where it says Wade husband.
He programmed that in himself
so
as
that's
his
from
number.
his phone.
Yeah,
And that
which
was
only
all the
works on
way
Wi-Fi. So I must have been still awake at that time.
So that was all the way until 3:15 in the morning.
Yeah, maybe we were still at boot at that time. I'm a little fuzzy with the details about time and stuff. If you want to see the number,
The Viviano.
no idea. I don't even remember answering that one. But like I said, I was drinking, so.
Carly said, "You understand
If you-
what Henry asked?" He is quoting. He's talking about Letitia stuff. So we have went super deep into Letitia here on Jen's channel, on Melissa's channel too, and we've all. She says a lot of ridiculous stuff, and yeah, so it's just that's why I understood what that was about.
You want to see the number? All you have to do is click on that little eye thing.
Oh, okay. I can do it?
Yeah. And then if you want to go back, you just have to hit back. There you go.
You don't know anyone in Delaware?
No. But because he has that burner phone, he was storing contacts in my phone instead of his. He didn't know that we would separate at the end of the night. You know what I mean?
Okay. Oh, so you think those numbers are saved from last night?
No, they're not saved. Some of them he saved. Yeah, he took my phone and he was making friends and he would type in their numbers and stuff on my phone. So that Tank 1%er or percenter, I don't know. He must have saved that in and called him or something.
Okay. Has he?
Yeah, he's called a.
Where's his number from?
That's that girl again, but it's showing up different. See?
Did you answer that though? Is that why it shows black at 8:45 in the morning?
It says outgoing, incoming, outgoing. Oh, but look, not too many seconds. So probably not. Probably was canceled or something. I don't know.
Did you talk to him when he called you on that from that number?
Yeah. This number I've been talking to before he tried to hurt me, and then all of a sudden once he tried to hurt me, it went to no caller IDs.
Okay.
So he was okay using the number.
So since we've been talking about this spot and CB sent me the transcripts from the hearing, you guys were asking in the chat, where's the link? So apparently Wade accused Mila of doing more than just massages at the spa. Okay. And that's kind of what we were talking about. So before we go any further, I just want to show you guys, and then we're going to finish this, but let's just click over here for just a second. So if we look here at page 4, this is actually transcript of proceedings. Let's see, it was filed in November, but does it say when the proceedings were? Anyways, if you move on to page 4, and this is filed with Lee County Clerk of Courts, we have the defendant. He says, one thing and then ready to go. I just want to let everybody know, just for the record, obviously, that yesterday, paperwork was filed with the clerk of court. My attorney has all the paperwork. Everything's on the record. Assistant State Attorney Tyler Lovejoy is involved in a prostitution ring in Fort Myers, Florida, with my ex-girlfriend, Melissa Montanez, who owns Mila Spa. He's a paying client, frequent weekly. The evidence proof text messages followed. Just put that on the record. Tyler Lovejoy, Assistant State Attorney. Yes, sir. Based on that, this court is going to have to, at some point, offer me a change of venue. It will happen. So just that everybody knows that Tyler Lovejoy, Melissa Montanez, Mila's spa, downtown Fort Myers, that's right across the street. We have the messages. I have the pictures. So that is what he said. So let's go back to our interview. Not that that means it's true, but there's our proof that he absolutely did accuse her of that. And the assistant state attorney.
Until he started hurting me.
Right, CB. Couldn't believe waited because me night comes after day.
And I have messages on my phone saying he's going to kill me and shit too. So.
When was the last time I called you?
That might be, I don't know. This one, I'm thinking it might be him, right? Because that was in the 3 a.m.s, and I didn't answer that one. That was just recently.
Who's the inmate call?
That is one of his friends from Marathon, where he was released from. That was telling me not to get back with him because he would end up beating me again. He called and I said
Is
yes.
this the one you just accidentally dialed?
Yes, accidentally just now.
But the last time Shepard Barbara called was at 4:13.
That might be him, because that was also at 3 a.m. phone call.
You guys, just so you know, I will timestamp this as well, like we have been doing all the trial videos. So if anybody wants to go back and look at that court paperwork, or look at what I just read, you can easily click on the timestamp and go straight back to it. So like 10 minutes after the live, it should be all ready for you guys.
Sorry, can I stand up for a second?
Yeah, absolutely.
Sorry.
Can we get back in?
Oh, yeah, I'm sorry. Just do that. Oh, gosh. I've been sitting forever now.
Okay. So he leaves the Buddha in your car.
Yeah.
Allegedly, Annie.
And there was a lot of noise coming from the car. That's why I'm just the whole aura. You know, when you're drinking a little bit, you're not really sure what's going on. I'm pretty sure it was a car full of people.
I agree with you guys. We cannot believe anything he says. I just wanted, to show, if we can, that it was on the record. And thank you again, CP, for sending that.
And then when I picked up my car this morning, there was shoes that are not mine, that are females in the car.
When what? I'm sorry?
When I finally found my car, there are 2 women's shoes in my car that are not mine.
When you found your car, there were women's shoes in there that were not yours.
Yes.
Okay.
So I don't know who left without their shoes.
Give me just a couple minutes. Okay.
Hey, Hilson, House of Crazy. Thank you for joining. Oh, by the way, you guys, so you know how Melissa gifts the Patreon membership? I have a Patreon too, and I have a little series I do over there. I'll usually upload our calls there before they go public. The timeline that I made for Stephen Stern's case. And it's a new thing that they're offering within Patreon where you can gift those memberships. So I don't have it ready to do this live, but the next live that we have, I'll be gifting some. And keep your eyes out for a community post because I might gift a few there as well. But yeah, there are some things that I would like to talk about over there with this case, like the drugs he was caught with in jail and stuff in a more, I just think would be better suited for there, but also any kind of records that we get, like Letitia's calls and videos that I make a video series called True Crime Hot Takes. Those all go over there first. So, and then we have live streams where we just hang out and kind of shoot the shit, talk and stuff. But yeah, so keep your eyes out for that. Karen, she is calm.
So I looked this girl up. Once we found her name, I found her on Facebook. Do you think she's missing?
Just as at Christine Mountain.
Yeah, I looked her up. That's her hometown is in Illinois, Ithaca, Illinois.
Wow, you guys.
And the number is coming from Aurora, Illinois. Do you think that could possibly be her?
I mean, we have detectives working this too. So over in the Cape, they just sent me here to talk to you.
So you don't know if anybody's missing or not yet?
We don't know yet. Not 100% sure yet.
I feel so horrible. If I wouldn't have picked him up from Joe, none of this would have happened. I hope nobody's dead on my hands like this. This is horrible. Everybody told me, Mila, if you let him out of jail, he's going to kill you or some other girl.
Oh my God. Which I don't agree that it's on her hands, but damn, man. Jeez. She's been found at this time. I'm certain of it, right? That's
okay. So
the way that I perceive the timeline, because we don't know exactly
Yes.
what time this was, but
around closing time.
Yeah.
it was long after she had been attacked and everything. So, and Christine was found quickly. If you guys remember, Diane, it took a few days.
Calls you?
I don't think so. No.
Well, you said you could hear a lot of people in the background.
No, like leaving. Like he didn't call me. I could hear him. Like I saw the Hellcat leaving, and it was like loud, like voices, laughter
Coming from the vehicle.
Yes. And he did not call me. I actually tried to call him, couldn't get a hold of him. Was pissed off I couldn't get a hold of him. Sent some dirty text messages saying, I'm so fucking mad at you and all this different stuff. And then that's when Amy found me and took me back to her house.
Okay.
Then I fell asleep, and then I missed all those calls.
Okay. You wake up at?
I guess 8:45.
You wake up at 8:45. 8:45, you see all the missed calls.
Mm-hmm.
Did you call him?
Yeah,
At 8:45?
I woke up and I think I turned my phone on ringer, and then he called me, and then I answered to a very angry Wade, cussing me out and everything like that. And yeah.
Where does he call you from?
From Christine's phone.
He calls me from the 8:45 one. That one. That's her number again. The 630.
That's where he calls you from at 8:45.
Mm-hmm. And then that's the last time I talked to him. I don't know. What is this? All this? I don't know why it's mentioned no caller ID, because I can't remember exactly what time the incident happened.
J News says a few minutes behind, so you'll see this in a second, but I'm sure a venue change would have been granted if there was any truth to his claims, basically. I hope that it was truly investigated, but Grace, if you search her spa, the services are right on the website, right? But we were kind of talking about the accusations that they were offering more than like your standard services at a massage parlor. CB Neat says, CB, I recognize he could be telling the truth, but he is such a liar. I'm not going to. That's kind of where I'm at.
It's hard for me to believe that it happened
Could be
this
true,
fast.
but
I think it was more. No, because I called Glenn. It must have happened this fast because I'm already calling Glenn, telling him what happened at 9:32. My head's all messed up with my timeline, I just can't imagine it happened so quickly.
So at 9:32, he had already been there?
Because as soon as he hurt me, it went to no caller ID.
Right, okay.
Okay. So he calls you from that number.
Mm-hmm.
He's pissed off at you.
Amen.
No. Okay, hold on. Julie, it could be true does not make him innocent. Well, I certainly would never think that. I'm a big believer in, and I hate the way people do this, and oftentimes you'll see it like on social media. Two things can be true at one time. Multiple things can be true at one time. Whatever Mila's doing or not doing at her spa has absolutely nothing to do with Wade and what he did when he took the lives of Christine and Diane.
What point do you go to the spa. And
I have to round up Amy right away. Amy kind of took a little while getting ready, and we charged in my phone. It was dying, and then as soon as she got in the car, I can't remember if she took the dogs. Oh no, she took the dogs out afterwards. Okay, so we get in the car and she drives me to the spa.
She drives you to the spa. Do you remember what time you got to the spa?
No, but I'm thinking it's
somewhere between 8:45
and 9:11.
And 9:11, you get to the spa.
Yeah, well, because he starts calling at 9:11 and 8:45 is where I tell him I'm going to meet him at the spa. I just kind of feel like I've called him. In my head, I feel like I talked to him a few times saying I'm almost at the spa. I don't know why that's. Like I said, my memory's playing tricks on me right now.
Have been text messages?
Maybe. No, because maybe. You can check. Messages. Text.
Right, Deb. Absolutely.
It would be around.
Hey, everybody is free to feel how they want here. I definitely don't want an echo
Doesn't look like it unless that's him.
I can't stand the chats that remove people when they disagree or push back. That's just
I
frustrating.
don't know. I feel like I say I'm almost at the spot. I don't know where it would have went. So I don't know.
Yes, Natasha, closed-minded thinking. Hey, Sunday.
All right. So that's when he shows up at the spot. You meet him over in the parking lot.
He pulls in a black car. I'm wondering whose car it is.
We know that's Christine's car. So let's take a second, though. I want to address Grace. Grace says, honest question. If she did have a sad, shady hustle outside the spa, why would she have given her phone to police only worrying about some news? So I don't think that it's been outside of the spa. And also, if that was the kind of spa she was running, I wouldn't expect there to be evidence of it on her phone. Maybe I'm wrong, but I would think that, that would be something you'd be pretty careful about putting in writing on your phone. I could, take calls, set up appointments like that, but that's just my line of thinking, though. I could be wrong. Allegedly, Annie says she had 2 phones, just Jen. And the way he says, can I keep your phone? And she's like, I'm not going to get in any trouble or anything. That's in there, right? Really doesn't sit well with me. Just Jen says, well, see, interesting. I don't know. Riley, I actually don't think his accusations make the allegations about her spa worth considering. I think her dating a guy like Wade and her telling her clients about Wade beating her brings more questions. Riley, I do think it's really strange that she's getting that personal with the clients. So I can agree with you because once you think damn, why are you giving them these details, these personal details of your relationship? I don't know. Hells G says, unless Mila and co. killed, what does it matter what they do in their own lives? Get a grip, people. Oh my, wrong one here is Walter. Only one wrong here is Wade. So if he's alleging that one of the state attorneys was part of it, then I think it would matter, right? They should investigate that. To me, it doesn't matter, but I do think, I don't see a problem with discussing things as they may be and kind of debating, especially since we know this was an accusation he made on the record. I don't really see a problem with it. I think that, there is so much to every case. It's not just, there are all these little details in the details on the side, you know what I mean? Details of the details, that are important and are worth looking at, considering, and could slightly change the way you look at things. I don't see a problem with looking at everything and talking about everything like that, but that's just me.
Amy pulls in.
Did you ever ask him whose car it was?
No, because I was trying to calm him down, and that would have angered him. I was trying to be like, it's okay. Well, let's go to the spa. Let's get some sleep. He's like, get in the car. Very forceful, get in the car. No matter what I said, it was just on repeat, get in the car. And he got more and more angry, and he was sweating, drug sweating kind of thing. And his eyes were doing that crazy thing. So
this was around 8:45, 9/11.
That was No, it's just
Okay. Did you see anything
like what?
inside the car? Anything on his hands? Did he look hurt?
Amy, on the other hand, said it looked like he had battle. When he came out to attack me, she said he already was messed up.
Messed up how?
Battle wounds, like marks across his back and stuff.
He didn't have a shirt on?
No, he was shirtless. I don't remember.
What was he wearing?
I don't. I was trying to think that too. I don't remember. If I could just guess, I think it was.
I don't want you to guess.
Okay.
I mean, unless
I don't know.
You know for sure what he was wearing.
No. Spa is attached to 6 other businesses. Maybe they have cameras as well. Like it's like a big building, like with 7 units.
And we do know that now. I don't know about the cameras on those other places, but we know that employees of those places, some of them saw what was going on, right? We saw the one young lady testify. She was in a neighboring building or a neighboring shop right there.
So we don't even know if somebody's dead yet. No, again, we have other detectives working over in Cape Coral. So we're trying to find this girl and trying to find him and just.
Should I try to message her and see if she's alive?
No. You said that, or someone told me that someone messaged you and said that she was dead.
I'll show you. It's his ex-girlfriend.
Who's his ex-girlfriend?
Kelly, I don't know her last name. Kelly something. But this is, she always bothers me about him, but this is what's up. Let me think. Let me find it. Okay. All right. Somewhere right around here, you can start reading it.
Where does she live?
She is in Tallahassee, I think.
Okay, so what does it start?
It kind of starts, she's asking me what, like pretty much, because he tied her up for 6 hours, gagged her right around there. So she wants to know me to take pictures of what happened to me. And then he's beat me before. So then it starts right around there.
Who's Gray? She is?
I'm sorry? Oh, yeah. Gray is her, blue is me.
Okay, so she's saying they're saying he killed someone. Who's they?
See, I don't know. She's being very vague.
Oh, okay.
And she kind of gets down into it.
He told some dude named Josh. He did. And there's like 40 cops looking for him.
See, Christine, but she spelled it wrong.
Now, remember, Kelly is the one that, yes, in February of 2019, she was attacked in a very similar way by Wade, even, essayed, tied up with her own clothes, thrown in a car. I mean, hell, he went through the damn fast food with her in there. Like, that is how just, he's just, it's unbelievable. So she's been through hell by him. So it's interesting that they're kind of touching base with each other and talking about this stuff along the way. Yes, Chris. Let's get on the chat.
Who's Tommy?
Tommy's my ex-boyfriend who introduced me to Wade.
Right.
And the news travels fast within them. As soon as something happens, they all update each other. It's kind of like a small circle.
Right.
What's Mateo Graphics?
Mateo Graphics is Josh Lukic, however you say his name. Business. It's in Hancock Parkway.
Rocco brings up a great point. A business like that is illegal, but oftentimes there will be human trafficking and stuff involved. So, never use that, man. Absolutely brutal. I just can't get over how brutal that. I got because look, what happened to Kelly? What happened to Mila? Yes, Mila dropped the charges, so some of that went away because of her. But knowing that more wasn't done from investigators, it bothers me a lot. And it's not something that's really uncommon at all. It's actually quite common. We talk about so many cases where the perpetrator has either attacked someone before, been in jail for attacking someone before. Hell, the Henrietta, oh gosh, what was his name? Jesse is out in Oklahoma. And he took the life of his girlfriend, her 2 kids, and her 2 friends. And this man was just a complete monster. And there were so many signs. And look, he was, he liked little girls. He even got in trouble when he was in jail for starting a relationship with a young girl over the phone. He had a phone in prison. He also got in trouble in prison, for attacking, my stomach's growling, attacking another inmate. And, he still was let out actually early. And it's like, I don't know. I just think that when somebody shows signs of being like that violent and it's multiple times over and over again, people should think that maybe it could be worse next time. And I really wish they would stop letting people go. I don't care if she dropped the charges. They shouldn't have dropped them. The state should have picked it up. That's bullshit. And just like with the guy from Henrietta, I don't give a shit about COVID or whatever because that had something to do with him being released early. It's just, aren't these lives worth it? I'm sorry, but putting in a little extra effort to really press people when if they commit violent crimes like this, even once, but especially more than once, then I'm sorry, they need way, way harsher sentencing, punishment, whatever you want to say.
He punched you inside of the car?
No, but he punched me in it. Did he break your nose? No, he punched me in the nose, is what I said.
No, I know, but...
No, he got out of the car.
Well, apparently because the freaking interview just said that they let you go because I asked for a pic. No, I'm still here. Then sent a pic inside of the room. Did he kill someone? They found blood in the trunk of a car, and that's her asking or telling you. You asked, who said that? And she said, Josh. Did he break your nose? And you said,
punched me in the nose instead of in the nose.
Okay.
Yeah.
Gotcha. So not inside the car.
No.
Were you ever inside that car?
No, I was not getting
you
that car.
never made it inside the car?
I would have died if I would have gotten the car.
Okay.
I would not be here.
So the guy Josh was the one that told her, hey, Wade just came in here and told me that he killed someone.
I think Josh told Tommy and Tommy told Kelly. It's like a big thing.
Where does Tommy live?
Tommy works at Citywide. Oh, I finally remember it. It just came to me, Citywide Air Conditioning Company. And I think that he lives in a house by the owner of Citywide Air Conditioning.
Which is where?
I think it's Del Prado, Cape Coral.
Okay.
He lives with his girlfriend, Elizabeth. We've not been together since March. But he's always telling me not to get back with Wade because he will kill me. Everybody's saying that I'm going to die from his hands.
Everybody's saying I'm going to die from his hands. Well, thank God you didn't. But unfortunately, somebody else did. And one of those people, both of them matter, right? One of them left behind children and a fiance. And so Josh is the owner of Mateo's Graphics, and Jason is a friend from the bar the night before. We're going to take a look at his older cases. I look forward to doing that with you guys. I'm definitely going to stay away from all of the emails and all the stuff. I think Melissa's doing a great job. I do not want to even inch in that direction. Like, she offered to send me the emails from trial. I don't even want to look at those. I really just want to support her in that. But I think that we could take a journey into his other criminal cases before all of this, and that would be pretty interesting too. But first, we have to finish up this stuff from the penalty phase, and I have a few other cases that I need to be working on some things for as well. But Josh is the guy from the shop. Jason is the guy who had the trampoline. Right. Trampoline. And the mom at his house.
I'm not sure about that. That's how I'm assuming it happened. Because Kelly has no way to talk directly to Josh that I know of.
So since he left after hurting you, have not talked to him whatsoever?
No, I have.
You have.
The cops have been telling me to bait him. We even baited him one time at Joe's Crab Shack, and they knocked on the window, and he said, let me get my girlfriend, or talk to my girlfriend. He was like drug sweating, even the cops said, and they let him go. They didn't chase him. I don't know. I didn't block him in or anything.
I mean, it's policy. So.
Why wouldn't they just block him in or something?
So after that, have you talked to him or messaged him?
The last time I talked to him was over lunch at Blue Sushi, and that's,
you were at Blue Sushi?
Yeah, with Glenn and Amy, the other girl. We all went to Blue Sushi because my nerves were shot,
That's
you know.
fine.
And so we went to Blue Sushi, and she kept recording some of the conversations because it was proof that he stole the car. Like, he said, I've got the car. You're never getting it back. Don't worry about the car anymore. Meet me somewhere. And he
What car?
The Hellcat.
The Hellcat.
And then he also was telling me about he's going to kill me. He'd go back and forth. I love you. I love you so much. Come help me. To I'm going to kill you. I'm going to kill you slowly. I'm going to, like, back and forth from crazy. That's her again. It went just back and forth, back and forth.
It's Kelly again, I guess. The same day, Jahira.
And then that's the last time I talked to her, because after that we found my
I feel like at the beginning she said something about getting hit in the mouth that day earlier. So I do believe this is the same day. Let me just...
car. Now I have no reason to talk to him because I was just trying to get information. So.
Did he ever say anything about hurting anyone?
Yeah.
What do you think?
Over the course that I was trying to get information about my car, he would say, Mila, meet with me. I've got to tell you something. Mila's my nickname. I don't know if I'm making any sense.
Yes.
I gotta tell you something.
Wait a second, right? Oh man. She said, I got a busted mouth. He gave it to me this morning. I just checked the transcript. So yes, this happened on October the 7th.
Something I got to tell you in person. Just let me meet up and tell you. I want to kiss your forehead. I just want to give you a hug. And I kept saying, I'm too afraid of you. And he would keep coming up with different scenarios to where I wouldn't be afraid of him. I'll lay down on the ground. I'll strip back naked. I just want to tell you something in your face. It kept becoming an ongoing thing. And then eventually, over the Blue Sushi, Amy was sitting right there. And he in code said, remember what I wanted to do to Tommy? And then I said, no. And then he kept going, remember what I wanted to do to Tommy? Like, trying to put down. And then I remembered, I was like, oh, yeah, he wanted to kill him. So I go, okay, yeah. He goes, I did that last night. And I'm running. And I need help.
When did he ever say he wanted to kill Tommy?
Oh, like all the time. Like, that's just an ongoing thing. Tommy introduced me to Wade. When Tommy, okay, it's a long story, I'm sorry. When I left Tommy, he moved to Marathon Island. And they all worked at the marina with the Deadliest Catch VH1 star or whatever. And then he met Wade there. Well, Wade and Tommy were both let go at like same time. So Tommy brought him back up here. And I think Tommy got lonely one night or something, and he was hanging out with Wade and brought him to my spa door. Wait, what was the question? I'm sorry, I'm getting tired.
About
why he wanted to kill Tommy. Okay.
Kill Tommy.
Yeah, so we got to the front door and they knocked, and so I was introduced through Wade, through Tommy, and then that's how we met. And then he always said, don't hook up with Mila, man. That's my ex. There's still heartstrings there. And then for whatever reason, me and Wade did hook up. when Tommy found out that, there's also a police report with this. Tommy came up with brass knuckles trying to beat down my spa door, trying to get to Wade. When he couldn't do that, he went down and slashed my tires in my car.
Tommy did.
Yeah.
Okay.
So it's just been an ongoing beef with him.
Jahara says, I do think they should have tested Wade to see what he was on. Not that it would change things, but just for learning. And I'm glad you wrote that because I know that you just curious, right? Because I do too. But anytime you say something like that, I'll always get, well, it doesn't excuse anything, but not to make excuses, just to know factually what was in his system. And I've thought the same thing in other cases, like Letitia Stalk, for instance. I am pretty certain that it was more than that. Like, many people have speculated that there could have been something in her system, that she could have been taking maybe Gannon's medication or some other kind of upper, because she was up for days during that. Maybe it was adrenaline. Regardless, it would be so nice to just freaking know factually. It's really frustrating. Now, he admitted to doing like the coke and all this stuff the night before, remember, even though Jason says he didn't share. That was his, like, he only had his own personal, not for sharing. He's not into like sharing with the party, but yeah. So, and by the way, I love your picture. It's a really pretty picture. I forgot to put my banners back on this setting because I like to be able to see your guys' picture. If you look, the other one that was on like this, it's a lot smaller, but I was doing that for trial, but okay. So we had so many labels of who people were and stuff I was trying to keep up with, really just for you guys, but to make it easier in case you clicked in and out so you know what we're watching. But now that we're not watching that right now, we're good.
Over this thing.
For the past 6 months.
Yeah. It hasn't stopped.
How did Wade end up here in Lee County?
He got dismissed from the Key West jail or whatever, released or whatever it's called.
Well,
and I went down and got him.
No, not this last time. 6 months.
Maybe.
I think the guy bailed him out of jail for the driving second suspense.
Does he have any family in Lee County?
Mm-mm. All his family is in like Tennessee, like Nashville.
Okay, but how did he end up in this area?
Oh, when he was 17, he went to jail in Tallahassee. When he was in the course of his jail sentence, his family moved up to Tennessee. When he got released from Tallahassee, his family said they were scared of him to stay down here. So ever since then, he's been drifting around Florida.
Okay.
And the reason he left Marathon to here particularly is because Tommy was the only person that would help him out. And this is where Tommy was getting back to. Was Tommy's friend here.
Okay.
Hey, Harley, I do have a couple playlists with there's a playlist, Letitia Stalk in El Paso County Jail, or the jail files. And it's really, it's all in order. Like, I read through the 3,000 pages, but we have some new FOIA requests in right now that should be back pretty soon. That will be really interesting to look at. Also waiting on a lawsuit update, which we also hear pretty interesting stuff there too, because that's where we learned about her selling her sweatpants for $200. What do you guys think? Do you think Wade would be up to doing something like that? Because I guarantee you his clothes, just because of all these women obsessed with him, like, think about it. If Letitia Stalk, Letitia doesn't have a fan club like Wade. She doesn't have a bunch of people, screaming out for her innocence. She had one friend who even did an interview and really wasn't the nicest to her throughout that interview. And there was someone willing to pay $200 for a pair of her nasty ass prison sweatpants. So and I'm sure Wade knows, because this is probably a common hustle for people that, or a commonly known hustle in there for peoples whose names are in the press and stuff like that. I can imagine that he could sell some of his stuff for a lot. Is Jane a Wade wife? Wade Wilson an innocent? Jane, could you just do me a favor and not use the blue hearts? Just please, out of respect for my channel, just because we have so heavily covered Letitia, her case, and her victim is it was very precious 11-year-old boy, and even his family and all of his army, if you will, uses hearts to represent him. So I would really appreciate that if you could change that to something else. Thank you. But innocent, why? Why do you think he's innocent? We did watch the trial. Have you been there at all? Because there was a lot of evidence and a confession, and a brutal confession. Like, surely you've heard his burger and fries confession. I don't know. I'd be happy to talk about it with
You have a difficult job. I'm sorry. This is horrible.
all you guys. Did he sell his court clothes? Wow. Serious question. Do you think this woman would want him if they really thought he would ever be free? Do you guys? Do you think any of the Wade wives or Mila? I mean, would you be scared of it?
I'm just trying to think, make sure I got everything covered for
Okay.
now. Any other number you can be reached on?
It's my spa number, but it gets directly leaded to that one anyway, so it won't help you much. Yeah.
What's the spot number?
Oh, I'm sorry. 239
Mm-hmm.
244 2807.
244
2807.
2807. All right. Unfortunately, I am going to cease the phone for now.
Okay.
Okay. We are going to need it.
Mm-hmm.
Oh,
Is there a
she's
code
not
to get
happy
into
about
it?
that.
There's nothing I can get in trouble for, right?
No. Well,
Okay.
There's nothing I can get in trouble for, right? There's that part you guys mentioned. Okay, so Tori, if he is innocent, how do you explain him being the only one seen in that black car with both women's cell phones inside and Diane's blood inside? Why would an innocent man be in a bloody car? Right. Why would Diane's blood be in the car that he took from Christine's house? You know, makes no sense that both pieces of evidence would collide like that unless, boom, we have Wade connecting the two things. But he's selling boxers, but they come new from Jesse. Is that true? Interesting. I think so, Hells. They're as sick as he is. Would they be like, surely they would be scared. Well, they said it was his court clothes, but Jesse kept the real ones and sold the ones he didn't wear. Wow. It's because she was doing coke that night. I thought about that. He did confess, Gwen. He absolutely confessed, and it was horrifying. It was just terrible. Seriously. He sold underwear and his suits. It was one of the most just, I don't know, that I've ever heard like anything worse straight out of the mouth of one of these people. It was terrible. I can't imagine how that must affect the people that knew Diane, specifically both of them, but Diane, because, you know, he wanted to go back and see what he'd done. He would, that just, ugh.
You didn't do anything wrong.
Okay. No, I mean like naked pictures. Can I delete like naked
You have
pictures?
no idea the stuff that we see.
Okay. The password is when you. Okay.
You didn't do anything wrong.
Okay. No, I mean like naked pictures. Can I delete like naked
You have
pictures?
no idea the stuff that we see.
Okay.
Mila. Hold on. I just have to play that.
Use the phone for now.
Okay.
Okay. We are going to need it.
Mm-hmm.
Is there a code to get into it?
There's nothing I can get in trouble for, right?
No. Well,
Okay.
You didn't do anything wrong.
Okay. No, I mean like naked pictures. Can I delete like naked
You have
pictures?
no idea the stuff.
You know you would not get in trouble for naked pictures. That is just, come on. Come on. Like, come on. Like, you, we're not dumb, and this officer certainly isn't dumb. What a red flag. Like, oh no, naked pictures. Like, okay. Like, that just makes you wonder, like, yeah, it's obviously not that. Yeah, Natasha. Oh my God. Naked advertisements. She does cocaine and she doesn't want to get in trouble for it. Now I could see that, but also, I'm sure there's probably, I don't know. I'm not going to accuse her of anything, but I wouldn't be surprised if there was like other things too. Maybe she was concerned about. I don't know. But just the way that was said just gave me red flags. Probably for proof of petty drug sales. Hey, MS girl. Boho Hobo. Oh, yeah. Boho Hobo says she's shady AF. And like I said, everyone can have their opinions. I do want to try to remember that she's a victim too. She is, regardless of, regardless of anything else. But just speaking truthfully about the situation isn't disrespectful either. I think there's a way to have a good balance for that. But thanks, Wolfie. I think they're all shady. Just the way that hit my ears was strange, but okay.
Okay. The password is when you click on down here. It's usually my thumb. You might want to. How do you get it back? Okay. Try to cancel it out, and I'll show you.
Try to cancel.
Like,
Hold on, give me just 1 second.
Okay.
Let me I'll be right back.
You can write down the number. I think it's 100704.
1007.
When do I get my phone back?
They're gonna have to do a search going on it. Okay. And once they download it, we'll definitely give you a call. That's why I wanted to know if there was another
How
phone.
long though?
A day or two.
That's my business right there.
I know. But I'm gonna be straight up and on.
Okay, that's my business right there. All right, just a second. Lily, thank you so much. Lily says they can think he's not guilty. Luckily, he was sentenced to the death penalty. I was surprised Jeanette, the Fundley donor, requested to visit Wade in prison. Disgusting. After he called her names. That's the attorney lady, right? Tess, the one that's like started all the trouble with the do we know them girls and that kind of stuff. Ooh, okay, CB. Yeah, let's keep listening.
We do have a body.
Thank you again, Lily, so much.
Oh my gosh,
So
stop it.
this is a homicide.
Are you really serious?
Whoa, okay, this is the part that I don't want to be talking over at all. Okay, here we go.
Search going on. Okay. And once they download it, we'll definitely give you a call. That's why I wanted to know if there was another
How
phone.
long though?
A day or two.
That's my business right there.
I know. But I'm going to be straight up and honest with you. We do have a body. Okay.
Oh my gosh,
So
stop it.
this is a homicide.
Are you really serious? Is it that girl?
We don't know. We don't know. So we do need to take the phone.
Oh my gosh.
Okay. So just stand by for a second.
Okay.
I'll be right back.
That must be scary, for her. Think about it. Could have been her. Could have easily been her. Regardless of it.
This is so upsetting.
Keep doing that.
Am I okay to go soon?
Yeah, just give me one second.
Okay.
1 second.
Wow, you got some golf girl. Right, the wrong message. She's not rich. I understand not being happy about taking her only phone. I thought she had 2 phones. Yeah, imagine her shock. I could not. Yes, all opinions allowed. It is, in fact, the same Jeanette. I've honestly, again, I do feel sorry for her in this moment because, like I said, that would just be so scary. Like, I don't know, not me overusing the word like, I don't know, like too much.
When do we get to find out if he did it or not?
Well, that's what we have detectives everywhere right now.
When do we get to find out if he did it or not?
Well, that's what we have detectives everywhere right now. So,
it's absolutely horrible.
Yeah. And that's why we need as much information from him as possible. Because obviously,
I feel like.
Did you see him talking to any females at the club last night at the Buddha? Was he talking just to random people all over the place? Just guys?
He's very social.
Okay.
If I wouldn't have went and got him, this would have never happened.
Well, you can't blame that on you, okay? Because obviously, you said he was on drugs. You cannot. I mean, you can't.
Everybody told me this would happen if I let him out of jail. He'd kill somebody. I just didn't believe it. Have you found Wade yet?
Now that would be scary too. Like, think about that. Being out there if he hasn't been caught yet and being her. I mean, he's already at this point. He says, you know, we've heard him say in phone calls he would never take her life, or no, he told the police that. I'm sorry. But I don't know. I think he maybe would. Look at him. He's was on a rampage already, and he's gonna do life at that point. Hell, he's the one who said it when it came to Diane, because that's how he thinks. Hell, I'm already, gonna be in jail for life.
I wish I would just left him down there.
Which iPhone is this?
iPhone 8 Plus. Can you tell him it runs my business, though?
I'm sorry?
Can you make a note that it runs my business for my spa? That I need back soon.
Yeah, then have her leave with no phone. Good point, Pam. I didn't even think about that.
I can't believe this happened. I should have just left him there. And the keys.
We have some people coming from Cape Coral also. You're willing to give us just a sample of your DNA? We just need to eliminate, because if we're gonna take the shoes from the car, we need to run DNA on the shoes.
Dude,
okay?
Why are they thinking that I'm a part of this?
Listen, right now, obviously you got beat up by him this morning.
Yeah.
Driving someone else's car. Okay, that's possibly our victim's car.
Yeah.
All right, so that's why you're very important to this.
Okay.
Okay, you were one of the last people to see him.
Okay.
Okay, and you're one of the last people to
I don't
see
want to
him
get in trouble for something I
last
didn't
night.
do.
Well, again, if you didn't do anything,
Then I'm good.
then,
I just watch all these shows and shit where you're like, you know what I mean?
yeah.
These IG shows. Ugh,
This is real life, completely
I
different.
know, but
Okay.
I'm just so weirded out right now.
This is real life, right? MK says, I think that this is an interesting point I want to make, or talk about. I'm sorry, a point I want to make off of your point. I think some victims of DV are also manipulated into staying by a narcissist, even not by fear of being abused physically, but by fear of being alone forever. Well, part of that cycle of abuse, especially with a narcissist, often consists of them. You'll never be anything without me. Look at you. You're trash. You didn't even graduate high school. You did it, like things like that, like putting them down, making them think that. And, you have the love bombing phase too, but that can be part of the cycle of abuse, is literally convincing them that they are nothing with or without you, but certainly without you.
Oh my God.
How long has he been saying he wants to kill Tommy?
Ever since the incident with the brass knuckle.
Ever since the incident with
The brass knuckle thing.
Has he ever shown any infatuation on killing people? Has he ever?
Oh yeah, he talks about it all the time.
Like,
I just thought he was bullshitting, like normal guys do. Like, I don't know. He said he used to be a hitman and stuff.
I just thought he was bullshitting like normal guys do. Now, this I remember from watching this like the other night, and it was when we were like watching the trial. But I just thought, yeah, of course he talks about killing people all the time, but I just thought he was bullshitting like normal guys do. I don't know. I have never heard like just your average guy just pretending that they kill people or they used to be a hitman, or like, I know the guys in my life, I don't hear them say things like that. But also I'm a big believer in, I don't want anybody around me close that lies, period. I don't like it. I will not accept it. That's just the point in my life where I'm at. I really, really value and appreciate honesty. But I don't know. It makes me think it makes me think about Riley took the words out of my mouth, like the type of guys that she's used to being around. Jen, I've never had a conversation with a guy about killing anyone. So no, it's not normal, like the SpongeBob letters. Wade is not a normal guy. No. Right, Jahira. But look, I was in the party scene too. I mean, I was in active addiction for a long part of my life and didn't get sober until I was like 27. That's when I really started getting my shit together. And even then, it wasn't really a thing. I don't know though, every area is different. I'm not saying she's lying. I certainly don't think that. I just don't think that it's normal. And that's all.
But I just thought he was lying. Like, he's 25, I'm 36. I just thought of him as being a stupid little boy making up stories.
What does he say?
I don't know. He said, like, there's this, like, somebody wanted him to kill his wife, paid him $35,000. He didn't kill him, so he thought they would come after his family. But he has killed other people and stuff like that.
He told you that?
Yeah. But
Did he say where?
He doesn't. I don't
I
believe him.
totally
So
see that being true.
I just kind of laugh it off a little bit. Like,
I could see that being true with Wade. He pretended like he was going to take someone's life for a bunch of money and then bounced.
He ever said how he wants to kill people or how he's
Man,
killed
it is
people before? Shooting, stabbing, choking.
oh yeah,
strangling,
like neck throating, like
Right.
stuff like that.
Right.
He'll say, like, just see, it's weird that
I
I never even believed him. Like, he would just say random stuff like that. I never heard him talk about guns much, but knives, I've heard him talk about. tying people
What
up,
does he say?
like slashing people's throat or something like that.
He said he has done it before, or he wants to do it.
He said in one incident, like I guess he slashed somebody here, and threw him in a lake and let like no body, no crime is kind of what he said.
He said he cut someone from
here to here and put him in a lake or something. Like I'm saying, these memories are vague because I didn't believe them. Like they're not stored in long term, you know. Like I passed them off, you know. Like it didn't like.
Look at what he's saying now. I didn't.
You know, I just didn't believe him. A lot of young guys lie about a bunch of stupid shit. Like they think they're rappers or they think they're this.
Is he like that?
That may be true.
Oh, I just thought he was another young guy. Every time I date younger guys, they all act stupid like that. I just thought he was acting stupid.
Okay. So I'm not being rude or
I know.
anything like that. I just trying to communicate back and forth here with the other detectives.
Okay.
So.
Oh God, I hope everything's okay with that girl.
I just told you they have a body. You know, you think that maybe it's not her.
You have video, right, of me not leaving with him, right?
Well, we don't know. I mean, again, we still need to get that.
Okay.
Okay, this is just the beginning.
Okay.
So it's a lot of steps. We have a lot of people working on this right now.
Hells, I'm really proud of you for taking the step to get away, and I'm so glad you are. And also, don't forget, anybody who might be in a relationship like that, leaving is the most dangerous time. You have to have a very well thought out plan and be super careful. Make sure that you have people that can support you, even if you're out there and you're stuck in something like that, email me and I'll help you find resources. Most, you know, in a lot of areas, you'll be able to find some sort of resources for help.
Okay. I went to the military with two of your cop friends. You know, Angela and Miguel Fleming.
Yeah, you were in the Navy?
I was in the Navy with both of them.
Really?
Yeah. He was on the Ponce de Leon. She was on the ship with the Eisenhower with me.
Really?
I don't know if that speeds up my phone process.
Well, I promise you I will definitely let them know, okay, about that, so. And the next question is, will you give us permission to search the vehicle too?
Yeah.
Okay.
My nose is still bleeding, sorry.
I see that, yeah.
From where he punched me.
Yeah. Okay. What else can you tell me about him?
God. Just that everybody says he's a killer. Don't trust him. Don't let him out.
Who's everybody?
Apparently. I can't touch it anymore. I was going to show you something.
We
Okay.
turned it off, so.
Okay. Apparently he was in a gay relationship in Marathon with this guy, and then he tried to kill him too, like stab him or something.
Do you know who that was?
He's like,
Must have fell asleep by this point because I did not hear that mentioned in this interview. You know, I've seen it a lot on social media. I have never seen anything about it officially. I've seen the pictures of them, like maybe a piggyback ride or something like that, but that still left it open for me. I don't think that's proof at all that there was a relationship. So interesting.
and he's also got a different girl named Sarah.
Right, Tess.
Down in Marathon, who he tied up.
Who told you about Crystal?
You know this group of Inner Circle that keeps saying, Mila, don't go back, Mila, don't go back. There's a gang of exes that keep saying, don't do this, don't do that. He'll kill you.
Exes of his?
Yeah.
How have you met all these people?
When Tommy found out I got with Wade, he called down to Eric, and Eric was dating one of Wade's exes, and Sarah was friends with Wade, and Sarah was friends with Kelly, and Kelly was friends with Chris, and like it's just like this big web, and all these people that link up together and just share information about how bad, where he's at, and if he's like when I didn't
almost like a survivor support group or something.
Charges on the first time he hurt me, I had everybody on my back saying, Mila, if you let him out, he's going to kill
Yes,
somebody
Sarah.
else. And so that's why it's weighing on me so much, is everybody told me that this would happen. Everybody told me that if I let him out, if I didn't press charges when he hurt me, that this would happen.
Wow. It sucks. It's sad, you know. Hope, have you seen that picture that I'm talking about? The piggyback ride picture?
So really, it doesn't take more than 2 days sometimes for the phone. Should I go get another phone is what I'm asking.
Hey, I wouldn't want to lose mine either. You know?
Because I'm going to lose a lot of money. Okay.
Oh, huh, butt face. I've seen a couple people say that. You've seen it, Tori. Yeah. Oh, wow, Tara. Didn't know that. It does look like it's a different person in that picture. Right, I was curious about that too, Harley. Oh, yeah. I wouldn't want to go without my phone. Though. My phone does everything for me, all of my banking, just everything. It's just absolutely everything. Oh, you haven't seen it, Hope.
All right, Melissa.
Hold on, I'll try to.
So I talked to the detective that's working the case, the lead detective, and we don't lie to anyone. Okay.
Yeah.
She said, because you have an Apple phone, is there any way you can borrow one from someone? Because she said it's gonna be
a while.
Yeah. Okay. Just being honest.
Can I get out of here and
We
eat?
Yeah, we're leaving right
Thank you. Okay. So it is going to be a while because in my business, I'll just have my grasshopper for
now,
that.
here's the thing.
Okay.
Did you guys come here in one car or two cars?
2 cars.
Okay. Because we are going to need the car to help him. That one will be fast. Just go probably no later than tomorrow, end of day. Okay. We are going to tow it from here back to the police station
Can I
in
get a few
Coral.
things or no? No. Okay.
Not at this point. We're gonna tow it from here. I'm gonna follow the tow truck over there.
Is it safe to tow a Hellcat?
Yeah.
Okay.
They'll figure it out.
Okay. They're not gonna hurt it, right?
And then I'll call you or at this spot. And if you don't answer, we'll send someone to go by over there.
And then they'll tell me about my phone and stuff like that.
Yeah,
okay.
yeah.
And can you also put Glenn's number down as a contact?
Oh, yeah, absolutely.
I don't know what is in my phone. Okay.
He was downstairs when I came.
Okay. Oh, I'm just happy to get out of here. Thank you.
No,
I need to go eat.
I'm walking you down.
Thank you. Okay.
Just 1 second.
And so, will you guys tell me
What
about?
color is your car?
It's like silver bullet gray. They call it silver bullet. Yeah. But you guys, are you able to tell me about like whose body it is and stuff, or am I gonna have to find out?
Again, we don't like jumping into conclusions.
Okay.
Okay. We found a body.
Yeah.
All right. And then they got to go from there. Right. Once they do the autopsy and everything else, then they make
do you know where you found
proper
it?
notifications. I do, but absolutely I can't.
You can't tell
right now. Okay,
Holy
so this
crap.
is just saying that I'm taking your iPhone 8 and your 2015 silver Dodge Hellcat. And we can sign there.
Yeah.
I'm going to give you a receipt. Okay, and I have your number for the day spot. I'll get Glenn's number right now.
Thank you.
And
holy crap. Okay. Oh, can I get 1 key for my car? 1 key.
It's inside the car?
Yes.
We'll go check.
It's for my spa.
Yeah, we'll go check right now.
Okay.
Just give me 1 second. I promise you.
Okay.
10 seconds. I'll walk right back in.
Okay.
Okay, hold on. Okay, so again, this is at the link for this at the top of the chat. I'm trying to find the picture of him with the guy. So I'm on Reddit. So just a second. I'll bring you guys over and let's just look for a second. If not, I know I have it in my phone. I'll bring it for the next live that we do about this. Oh, shoot. It's hard because so much comes up about Deadpool. It's really frustrating. Courtroom footage shows his reaction to his conviction. So I think we will, for the second part of the penalty phase, we're going to watch the opening statements, but after that, I'm going to pick out the most important parts because I really want to get into him before the trial, all of his crimes before that, and it's 6 hours of testimony. You know, and I know that he has someone testify for him. I'm sure they say there's something going on that the state says isn't. And then after, like, so the state brings their doctor, the defense brings theirs, and then the state brings a rebuttal witness, which is also another doctor. So, I mean, Nicole Kessinger is even in this. What the heck? Did Nicole Kessinger get away with murder? I searched Wade Wilson's boyfriend, Chris. And that's what I get. Oh, well, Chris, I guess, but annoying. Okay, just a second. Let's go over here now. CB sent a couple of things I want to show you guys before we go. This is his new mugshot. His latest one. Why am I not seeing the comments? They're totally white. I do. I have that CB. I got that pulled up too. So we're going to look at that in just a second. I kept falling asleep through the doctor's testimony. I'm glad you're going to replay it. Well, I was thinking I should go in and like get the parts you guys want to hear and like timestamp it. So, and then that way you don't have to see the parts that are irrelevant. And that may take me a couple days to do because it's 6 hours. So I'm thinking, I don't know. I also have a timeline for the Stephen Stearns case that I've worked so hard on. And then B Crumbs has been building like a visual timeline. And I really want to talk about some of that and some of the new stuff that's came out there. So we might take a day or two break before we get into the penalty phase, or I'll go back and forth or something. But I'll definitely schedule it ahead of time so you guys will see. Okay. Hey, LJ. Good to see you. I miss you too. So good to see you. 11/26/2013 and September 19th, 2014 is when he went to jail for the first time, all through those dates. So from November to September of the following year. Brandy, good to see you. I'm so glad you came by, LJ. Okay. Yeah, so here's his recent mugshot. Look at him. Ugh. Current custody, maximum. Current release date, death sentence. Wow, wow, wow. Confinement status, disciplinary confinement. Visitation status, in confinement, not eligible for regular visits. Current prison sentence history. We have 2 death sentence, 5-year sentence for the grand theft, and 15 years for the burglary. So we haven't got to that part of the trial yet. I did not know he got that much time for breaking into Fanny's house. Remember Fanny Hamlin? The older lady who's a snowbird. She goes from Ohio to Florida. I'm so glad we watched the trial together, though, you guys. I was thinking about that today and talking to some of my friends earlier about his case stuff, and I feel like I know it really well, and I'm really glad because I had a lot of questions, and it wouldn't make it hard to listen to the emails and stuff, but it just made me more curious. Incarceration history. So he was in custody, like CB said, from November 26, 2013 to September 19th, 2014. Then from October of 2017 to July of the following year, 2018. And then he's currently incarcerated. In 2012, he did prison time for, we've got grand theft, burglary. I don't know what all of those things stand for, but we've got, guns, grand theft, grand theft of a firearm. Wow. And then this transcript, I wish there was a way I could link that. I will be able to link this in the description. So when I go back, when we end, I'll add timestamps for when her interview starts, when we read the transcript, and then I will link this here so you guys can pull it up on your own if you want to. And I'll also link the video and all of that stuff. So it's a great idea. I'm so glad that you guys watched it with me. Thank you. I really appreciate it. He is refusing lots of showers on death row. I mean, that is just gross. I heard him on Melissa's the other night. Let me drop her link again in case you guys have missed some of this stuff. Talking about he was showering once a week. And then, yeah. Okay, so just a second. Let's look here. I remember when this Joey call came out? I'm just wondering if they'll put a picture of the other guy on this article. So in leaked jail calls, Wade Wilson is heard telling a man named Joey that he loves him. Wade Wilson is using his terrifying charm to get money out of a man named Joey, and Joey is happy to give it to him. Let's see, from phone calls from prison. You guys know, many of you guys know about that. Tess, will you grab the link since I mentioned it, so to drop it? Does Wade have a boyfriend named Joey? They appear to be quite close. I wonder if they are now. Actually, Tess, here we go. I got it right here. Here's the exact call they're referencing in the article. I'll just put it in the chat right now because they linked it. Oh, really, Diana? I did not know that. Okay. Social media has put all of their focus on Wade Wilson. Rare images surface of convicted killer. Let's take a look. Maybe these, because this is how he looks in the piggyback picture. He's young. His teeth are perfect. He looks just like this picture here on the left. My God, he does not look very healthy there. That's for sure. This video is playing here, so let's see. I actually have this saved. Look. Oh my gosh. Here, let me make it bigger. Wow, you guys. Really, Harlot? Yeah, I'm not surprised they're getting stuff wrong. That's frustrating. Look at how many mugshots there were. Not all of these, I think, are, but many of them look to be. He does look like a baby. He looks ill there. You know, I guess I could see that he could be a handsome kid before this, but it's really hard because after you know how evil he is, wow, look at his hair there. After you know how evil he is, just to me, like, the looks fade away. Like, I don't know. He doesn't look attractive then. Okay. His tattoos. Here's part about what we'll hear. So look, psychiatrist Mark Mills testified that Wade suffers from a psychotic disorder and is chronically and severely mentally ill. Neuropsychologist Dr. Hyman Eisenstein also spoke about Wade's mental state. Dr. Eisenstein explained that Wade has been diagnosed with depression, anxiety, bipolar disorder, schizoaffective disorder, and other mental illnesses per Newsweek. Okay. Between the verdict and sentencing, something happened to Wade Wilson's teeth. Here it is, harlot. My God. No, dude. Like, really? Can you not do a little bit better research? This is like ridiculous. I mean, look, what was it? Like one of the first days? I think our very first day before we even got into the trial, we heard about his dad saying that it happened in prison before all of this. It really would not be too hard to find that out. Let's look at this one. Wade Wilson and his alleged new girlfriend laughed quite a bit about the murders he committed. For reasons no one may ever understand, women all over social media began rushing to his defense. Many of them freely admitted to finding him attractive, even after hearing graphic details of his crimes. They insist he's innocent, even though there are recorded phone calls from jail where he is speaking openly about what he did. Evidently, Wade Wilson has a new girlfriend by the name of Kristen. Here's what we know about her. There's one thing people on social media are good for beyond crushing on murderers. It's hunting down information. A woman who goes by at TF New York Mom of Two on TikTok tracked down who she believes is Wilson's new girlfriend. According to jail phone calls between the two, they met when she sent him money through the jail's kiosk system, and the calls occurred soon after his arrest in October of 2019. Based on information shared during this chat, this YouTube channel was able to figure out who this woman might be. Moving forward, we'll call this TikTok channel Nancy, due to her impressive detective skills. All that Nancy had to go on was this person's name, and when she was released from prison, she plugged Kristen on September 4th, 2023, into a search function on the Lee County Sheriff's Office website and got the full name of Kristen Morton. At this point, Nancy Googled that name and found a since-deleted GoFundMe for Wade Wilson that was created by Morton. Wow, I didn't know that. Nancy also discovered that in March of 2020, Morton had a warrant out for her arrest for failure to appear in court. She'd been charged with 4 counts of amphetamines and methamphetamine trafficking. Sorry, I know I do the smack. I try not to, but I forget. Once I get on a roll, or I'm really like into what I'm saying, I can like fall back into that. So forgive me. After Wilson and Morton discussed how jail is decidedly not a fun place, Wilson asked her if he was all over the news. The two shared a laugh over the fact that Wilson's crimes and subsequent trial were heavily publicized. Morton then revealed that she found Wilson to be attractive, which elicited another round of laughter. As a reminder, 2 women were murdered by this man. The chuckle fest certainly didn't end there, as Morton asked him about a rumor she heard regarding Wilson taking a shower and enjoying some snacks at the first victim's house. "I was starving," he said while giggling. "It couldn't be more unnerving." Morton was equally as amused by his actions when this exchange was recorded. Wilson had yet to be found guilty. He now faces either a life sentence or the death penalty. Conversations recorded after his conviction might be less jovial. They did include that lady's video. Let's check it out and then I'll let you guys go. So, but yeah, let's do this. Then we'll talk about like when and what we'll do next. Okay. Woo.
Well, I found her, and your jaw is going to drop when you see what she looks like. In that phone call, when she was talking to Wade, she said she was released September 4th. And that she had drug trafficking charges. So I did a little digging on the Lee County Sheriff's website, changed the release date to September 4th, found her, and then ran her name through Google.
Thank you, MK.
Found the GoFundMes she set up for Wade. So I was like, ding, 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 found ya. And this is her. Yeah. That's his taste in women. I've seemed to notice that. It's crazy.
No,
it really is that so many women are slobbering over this man.
Okay, I'm gonna actually say I don't believe, like, I would not compare the women he's been attracted to like that. I think just because, like, I don't think he has a taste in women. I think that he is just attracted to everybody, you know, and yeah. So, okay, before I let you go, let's discuss this. We have to watch the opening statements for the penalty phase. And I don't know if I should do that. And when we do that, have the doctor's testimony clipped, like timestamped, however we want. I'm going to do it, like to pare it down to some of the biggest moments. And then after that, look at his crimes before the murders. I think that's probably how I'll do it. So tomorrow, I would like to do it tomorrow. I don't know how that's going to work out. I know Melissa will be back on like later tomorrow night, maybe like 8:00. But I have a couple errands I have to do, like take kids for haircuts and stuff like that. So if I can find the time, then tomorrow we could do it potentially, but I think we'll do it Monday. This way I have time to get the doctor's testimony. Like I can watch it all, and it's about 6 hours total. So maybe we'll do that Monday. And then I'll have some other true crime things I want to do that are related to other cases. If you guys are interested in that, if you have followed the Stephen Stearns case, I have a very detailed timeline, a PDF that goes from the time that Stephen met Jen all the way through his movements that morning. It's an interactive one that has links you can click on and everything. And it is on my Patreon, but it's free. You do have to join as a free member. But if you're interested in seeing that, and you're following that case, that's going to be something I'll talk about in the coming days as well, because there's some other new stuff that has came out that I would like to discuss. But yeah, I think that if you guys have followed that at all, you will really like it. I'm so proud of the timeline. It took me a little while to do it, but I incorporated, court documents. And like I said, it's interactive. I've got the 911 call, links from the news, their interviews, just all kinds of stuff. There is one thing at the end that happened I would like to add in, but so let me drop my Patreon link so you guys can, if you're interested, you just have to join as a free member over there, and then it'll be on one of the posts. And then also, if you happen to win, so keep your eyes out for some community posts and during our lives for some Patreon giveaways happening. If you happen to win that and you have joined as a free member, I think you have to cancel the free membership to accept the gift. So I can help you with that if you can't figure out how to do it, and that happens to turn out to be something you need help with. So anyways, that is all. Thank you. I appreciate you guys so much. Thank you, Lil Red. Thank you for listening to me. Thank you for going through it with me. I really appreciate you being here and joining the conversation and putting up with me and all my chaos, my muting, and all the dumb stuff today. Thank you, MK. Everyone have a great evening, and be sure to leave a like. Yeah, if you liked it, leave a like. If you didn't, leave a dislike. But either way, I would really appreciate the feedback if you don't mind. I don't like to ask for them. It feels unnatural, but I should. It is better for your channel. So anyways, I hope you guys have a good weekend. I hope if it's snowing and stuff where you are, please stay safe. And I will see you guys soon. Thank you for everything. And in about 10 minutes, all the links will be in the description and the timestamps and all of that. So, okay, I will say goodbye. Roro teases me all the time. She'll say 20 more minutes because I say I could sit here and say goodbye forever. I just enjoy chatting with y'all. And even when I'm out of shit to say, it could take me a long time. So ignore me and just leave and have a good night. And I'll see you guys soon. Okay, bye.